Emsolation is recorded on the stolen lands of the Wurundjeri people, the first storytellers of this country. We pay our respects to elders past and present and to any First Nations peoples listening. We acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded. Always was, always will be. Don't forget my book, Blood, Sweat and Glitter, which I was also writing during the making of this podcast, is available for pre-order and out at the end of October. And I have a live show if you're in Melbourne, October the 18th, where my band and I will be performing at the Forum Theatre. You'll get to also see the incredible Michael Painter, Gemma Ricks and Ruben Kay, all joining me as special guests on the night. There's still a couple tickets left on the dance floor. We're calling them stancing tickets, standing dancing tickets. You can find all that information though on my Instagram or at my website, emrusiano.com.
You're in Emsolation.
Well, hello there and welcome to Emsolation. My name is Em Rusiano. My voice is 5 octaves lower. Can you hear that? Can you hear how low it is?
Call 1-800.
Call one. Do you remember those? Hang on. Writer, singer, stand-up comedian, a maximalist power queen, a neurodivergent magic brain. God, took too many autism aspirins back in the day. And together with my best friend since I was 11, imagine if you went across the news and you heard that. My award-winning screenwriter, Mr. Michael Lucas, who has a new project in the works. We bring you this podcast.
I think
that was the intro with director's commentary.
I think what you mean is that Jenny took too many.
Or Jenny.
Yeah, paracetamols.
You know how autistic people are autistic? Autistic people fuck.
Yes.
They procreate. My parents gave me autism and theirs before them and theirs before then, and so it goes.
What?
Let's get into that in a minute. Before we get into the Trump of it all, and it is fucking wild. He is using various departments of the US government just for his own personal, this person's pissed me off. Let's send the DOJ after them.
Totally.
What?
Oh.
But we'll get to that. Oh, now let's just get to it now. I'm already there. So, where does one begin? I just want to put my hand up and say, what the fuck is he hiding? Is this still all about burying the Epstein files?
He's really, because
there is so many bombs being thrown.
the UN, going to the UN and saying to everyone that climate change is the biggest hoax. And
kick out all your immigrants.
Yeah.
Where do you want them to go, babes? Immigrant Island?
Yeah.
New reality TV show?
He had a 15-minute address.
Does that mean Vincey's gone?
And he rambled for 57 minutes. It was incredible.
Insane.
There was that.
There's that. There's
all of the going after his opponents, the Kimmel stuff, and
the Kimmel. We haven't
who's
even
next.
Babe, we haven't even spoken about Kimmel on the podcast, who's been reinstated, who's coming back.
Yeah.
Who has a case against the US government for infringing on his free speech. Because let's remember, America's the only country where hate speech is very much protected.
Yeah.
You can't prosecute someone for what they say.
They take it very seriously.
Yeah, and so Kimmel definitely has a case. And Trump tried to cover over it by saying, oh no, he got sacked because of his ratings. But old mate had already gone on a podcast and said,
oh, we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
What's his name?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
I can't remember. Oh, God. Yeah, so it's just the Jimmy Kimmel stuff was deeply terrifying because, as I've always said and been saying, comedians and artists are the last line of defense against fascism.
It was also existentially a crisis for us that Disney was responsible because people were, of course, starting to cancel all their Disney stuff and like posting their cancellation of subscriptions of Disney Plus. And I was thinking, what? I mean, I'm prepared. If Disney, but they have.
But Disney also have very questionable ethics when it comes to other situations in the world that are very precarious.
Of course.
And I constantly wrestle with that situation and
Brendan Carr.
Brendan Carr.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Oh, God, who are you?
Sorry, mate. You're not Arnold Schwarzenegger. Kimmel's coming back. That show will be the highest rating.
No. What a gift.
What a gift. It is absolutely phenomenal. You couldn't, I'm sure he had a few days of worry, but mate.
Yeah.
How do you play it? What do you do if you're Kimmel? What do you do?
I think
I would hire every Tonight Show guy. Yeah. I'd get in Colbert. I'd get in Stewart.
Everything.
And just have them all white guys, just a sheet of white men.
He probably could assemble the Avengers in that
Absolutely.
sense.
I'd want him to bring back Samantha Bee and have her do it instead.
Oh my God.
If he was smart.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Or someone like Z-Way. You know, like I would handball the monologue to someone else and come out. It's wild. It's something for the ages. So Kimmel was gone and now he's back. Then we had the Charlie Kirk Memorial in which Trump used that as a stump speech.
That's right. Yes.
Kind of wild. Him and Elon Musk had the most awkward handshake behind bulletproof glass I've ever seen in my life.
And then Elon said he did it for Charlie.
I'm sure Charlie's very grateful.
Yes.
And then we have the absolute was there ever missing? Oh, then Watergate happens casually over the weekend.
Oh, when he just casually
Memos, Pam,
yeah,
the DOJ,
yeah,
at the head of obviously the Attorney General. And Attorney General? No, what's the highest lawyer in the country? What is she? What's Pam?
Yeah, I feel like she is, isn't she?
She's the head of Department of Justice. And he says, Pam, I'm really pissed off. Everyone's coming for me. I need you to move a bit quicker and go after them the way they come after me. And everyone's like, sir, you cannot use the DOJ.
United States Attorney General.
That's it. Oh, Pammy.
Pam Bondi.
Pam Bondi.
Oh, it's Bondi, is it?
It's Bondi.
Right. In Australia, we have to say Bondi.
But it's Bondi.
Yeah.
Pammy,
yeah,
get on it. And everyone's like, so you cannot use the DOJ as a personal, like the ambulance chaser lawyers that go
What
after
you
the
have
car
done
crash victims.
is basically as if Nixon
It's
had
Watergate.
just said, break into that hotel, start, get finding out what you can.
It's truly, but nobody, because he's the Kyle Sandilands of politics.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like he has conditioned everybody. We are so fatigued of outrage.
You can't keep
him.
track of it all.
Then everyone's saying, why isn't anyone fact-checking you?
I love it that at the moment,
This guy says two things at once that contradict each other.
I love it that certain aspects of the Murdoch press in Australia are trying to get us all irate about the fact that he's not meeting Anthony Albanese. And we're like, come on. Like, who, like,
But with the Murdoch situation,
yeah.
he's suing them for what?
I
The
know.
papers. But he's also
Dining
bringing
with
them in
with Prince Charles.
and bringing them in on the
King
TikTok deal.
Charles. Yes.
So on one hand, Lachlan and Rupert, Lachlan, they're coming after me. I hate them. We're suing them for $10 billion. But they're also maybe coming in on the TikTok deal, guys.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I know.
Which one is it, babe? Which one?
Yeah.
And then the thing, obviously, the one I wasn't going to talk about it because I'm like, this is every autistic person I know is just like, this is so fucking stupid. Like, he and Brainworm Boy, Kennedy Jr., got up and said that there is a direct link that Tylenol, that paracetamol, the only pain relief women are actually okay to take during pregnancy actually is the reason for autism.
Yes.
And I've never been sent so many, just lots of people saying, Em, please, can you say something? I'm like, do I need to? Do I need to actually say something publicly about this as the apparently appointed face of autism in this country? Do I need to? Like, I feel like everybody knows this is absolutely, even the FDA have come out and said, no.
And also there have been so many studies that have looked at siblings that are born, one diagnosed autistic and one without. And wouldn't you know it, the mum had exactly the same amount of paracetamol for both of them. And it appears that there's actually no effect.
What? Do you think they studied all the neurotypical women who took it and then had, neurotypical
But also,
children?
it's fully dangerous because if, what can be hazardous is if you succumb to full fevers and get terribly sick when you're pregnant. That can be bad. And so
They hate women. They came for the abortion pill. They came for reproductive rights. Now they're coming for the only pain relief pregnant women can actually take. Like they hate women. If you are ever under any illusion, they've just targeted women and the one thing that's safe. And also pregnant women, autistic pregnant women will have a more heightened experience of symptoms because we are more sensitive to hormonal fluctuations. We're going to have more aches and pains. So we are going to be taking Panadol, Tylenol during pregnancy because of the fact that we are autistic already and more susceptible to that stuff. So of course there's a correlation between autistic women taking this medication and their children are then also born autistic because they're autistic pre-taking the Tylenol. So they can, I drilled down into it and there is a correlation, but there's a correlation because we need the pain medication more than our pregnant neurotypical sisters.
There's that example that keeps on being brought up about how violent crime and ice cream sales often go up at the same time. They're like, is there a connection? No, it's typically related to just how hot it is outside. and there's not causation.
And that's the thing they're banking on, the general public not understanding the difference between the two, the correlation and the causation.
But also it feels like a strategy to me because, of course, underneath all of that was all the typical stuff that we're just used to now about vaccinations. Like that was all there too. But if you come in hard with this Tylenol, paracetamol business, then it's like we don't even have the bandwidth to like get onto that.
But also the conspiracy theorist in me is like, is he doing this to tank big pharma stocks so him and his mates can go in and buy a fuck ton and then he's going to come out and recall it so the stocks recover once they've bought and he's made another few bill?
Possible. I mean, I think a big part of it is just in the campaign, he desperately wanted to get Kennedy who used to be a Democrat, of course, to come and join him. And I think Kennedy said, I'll do it, but you've got to like go wholehearted with all of my crackpot beliefs. And he's like, I'll do that I don't think Donald Trump cares or believes any of it.
The irony is the most Spectrum King thing to do is get up at a funeral and just behave the way he just ignore the social cues. Yeah. Like if pot calling the kettle autistic babe.
Even Charlie Kirk's wife
managed. If Charlie Kirk, she came out, notes.
Yeah, I forgive you.
She nailed that whole funeral, right?
Yeah.
If she is the most, everybody's looking to her for the beacon of hate doesn't get rid of hate, love. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Could you just maybe tell your bros around you? And then Trump gets up and he's like, nah, I hate everyone, fuck them.
Yeah.
Get out. But I just, the whole, I just want to say, and I know you all know it, it's a really hard thing to do. And coming for a community that are already, they're going the trans community, they're going for the most vulnerable sectors of the community. But it's just like, what do you have to gain by, it also stinks of eugenics. Like autism isn't something that we need to breed out or we need to cure. It's very much something, it's your neurotype. It's how you're born. And it's telling, and a high proportion of queer people are also neurodivergent. There's a massive correlation there. So I think it's really dangerous and awful. I also wonder, is he now open to lawsuits from the big pharma, from the people who,
because there is about that too, Tylenol.
Because there is a clear from the FDA, no, that is incorrect. So it's flat out defamation. I wonder what happens now with it. But I'd be very interested to see what happens with the stocks of Tylenol and Big Pharma. I'm interested to see because that's what he did last time and he made a killing on the stock market with the whole tariff situation. But I guess I just wanted to say, I just feel like most of you know, and any autistic emsolators, you just have to stay within yourself and know that who you are is not something to be fixed or corrected. And of course, it's not take Panadol if you're pregnant and in pain and you're autistic. It's just, it's so negligent and awful. But in the lineup of negligent and awful things this man is doing, we're so fatigued.
Well, and everything.
What's next? Who can he possibly come for next?
No,
What's left?
And he is such an attention whore. And at the end of the day, the big macro story is he's just transferring all the wealth to billionaires and including himself, massively himself and his family. That is the macro story. But if you constantly pummel us with all of these things to get outraged, and this feels to me like stuff he doesn't even believe at all, but it's just going to dominate. We've still got probably a week of this, like everyone flapping around.
What is he burying?
Well, I mean, I don't even think it is buried. It's just, it's all out there what he's doing.
Can I honestly say, even if they release their Epstein files and his name is the only name on 800 pages of documents.
It doesn't matter. No.
I genuinely think he can withstand the Epstein files being released. And maybe that's what they're building up to. I don't know. It's America. So grim. It's so grim. And I'm a little bit proud of our little left pocket of the world here.
In some ways we are. We really are.
And it could have gone knife's edge. Truly. We had Dutton in waiting to turn us into America Light.
It wasn't that nice edge in the end.
No. Before the election though.
Right.
Before we knew how.
Yes.
Because in the past, Australia does follow America's lead. So it was a fair fear that we had. But
it is true. We've got like the centre-left dominance at the moment, which is, yes.
I'm very grateful. Tra-la-la. Coming up next on Rage Against the Vagine. I'll be back next week. One more time for this season, maybe a few more. Look, I've had some ideas. To lift the lid on my time capsule. Oh my God, I forgot about that till I'm reading this right now. I'm nervous to listen back. On April the 10th, of this year, I sat down and had to record my vision for this series. So now it's September, and when I tell you, so much has changed for me since April. But look, I think my intention has never wavered. So here's me throwing to me about what I think. I think the main thing keeping me up is women and AFAB not being aware of their own internalized misogyny around the idea of aging. And I know so many women who are just blocking out this conversation, not absorbing information, specifically saying, no, this is not me, because they feel attacked by the idea that they could perhaps be in perimenopause or menopause. And the idea if you feel attacked about something that is biologically natural and that happens to everybody, if you feel like that devalues you in some way, that is your internalized misogyny and the systems that patriarchy have set up in play. So it's a really complex situation that I can make the most beautiful podcast in the world and I can deliver all the information I want, but if women are recalcitrant into it or just completely not wanting to take it on board because they don't want to be associated with it because we don't allow women to age, then I'm screaming into the void. So the main function of this podcast is to reach those women who are struggling in their life but refuse to or feel threatened by putting it in the category of hormone issues. Please follow Rage Against the Vagine on your preferred podcast app. Give us a 5-star rating and a review and share us with your friends. We need to get the message out to everybody who needs to hear it.
Hey Emsolators, producer Ben here, and in typical Em style, she has totes forgotten to mention that she's been nominated for a Signal Award as Best Host Culture in the craft category. She's been singled out as one of the best in the podcast industry by their judges and is now in the running for either a gold, silver or bronze award. It also means Emsolation is now eligible to win a Listener's Choice Award too. So, if you would like to vote for Em, just use the link in our bio on the Emsolation profile on Instagram or go to vote.signalaward.com.
I have 3 songs that I'm absolutely obsessed with.
Yeah.
I also want to sound the alarm for the pop boys. I'm very concerned about men in pop. I had this discussion with my children last night because when you think about what's happening in the musical landscape right now, we've got Sabrina, Chapel, Charlie,
Taylor.
Billy, Taylor. We've got new
Addison
girlies on
Rae.
the block, Addison Rae, Olivia Dean, dominating, coming through, killing. Name me one up-and-coming pop boy.
Benson.
Nah.
But this is why, and yet you say you don't want Harry to come back yet.
Harry needs to come back, but Harry's a geriatric. Harry's in his running marathons era. He's not a boy band member anymore.
Just cracked 30s?
No, Harry's like 34, 35.
I thought he was 33 maybe.
I think he's 34. Can someone confirm? If only we had a supercomputer connected to something that could tell us.
31.
Yeah, he's young. I know, we forget how young he was when he started.
It's so true. But in my eyes, he's an elder statesman in pop.
I think in our eyes, he's a romantic prospect for us in another world. And when we hear that technically we both could have parented him, it's a little bit alarming.
Yeah. Benson Boone had potential, but he didn't get any decent songwriters. He had it all there, the mustache, the backflips, and he's a better singer than Harry. I'll say it.
Moonbeam ice cream.
Wow. I mean, I can't believe.
Harry's got a moustache now.
Good.
He does.
Oh, I'm just shipping him and Zoe so much. She's my hero. She is my single girl era heroine.
Yeah.
Imagine just collecting them on her belt.
It is interesting. It's a conundrum. I do feel that queer fans of pop are a massive constituency and they love their pop girlies to death. To death. And sometimes it is almost scary.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot Gaga. But obviously, she goes without saying.
Absolute dominant.
Yeah,
at the moment.
but Gaga's like another stratosphere.
But that's like Beyonce.
Yeah.
Up
there,
Eternal.
top Queens.
We'll be there
top
for the
tier.
rest of our lives.
Don't even need to say it.
Yeah,
Done.
totally.
Yeah.
Even Madge is coming back, which I'm very excited about.
Oh my God. She's doing another disco album.
Another disco album. She's back on Warner's.
Oh my God.
She's just delivered a new batch of completely unfiltered photos. She looks amazing.
Natural. If anything, I'd say raw.
Raw.
I reckon they went straight from, someone airdropped them from the iPhone straight onto Instagram.
And someone questioned, do you want this level of natural light and everything? She's like, look, yeah, I do. This
Show
is about
everything.
truth.
I think one pore might have gotten in there.
Backwards trip. But
I'm concerned, genuinely.
The queer pop constituency, I feel like that there are two complicated things. That I don't know why they've struggled. Troye Sivan accepted. They've struggled to get on board with gay male pop stars, and which I think might speak to some
internalized.
And then the relationship with the queer baiting straights is complicated, like inherently so. Like someone like Benson.
But what about straight boys for girls?
Indeed.
Like, there's no one.
Yeah.
There's no one. I was asking the girls. Like, there's Somba, who I love his song. Somba is the infant in leather pants I spoke about at the MTV Music Video Awards a few weeks ago, where he looked very uncomfortable on stage. He's only 18. He's very, very young.
Well, there's also, again, it sort of goes in the Gaga Beyonce category, but Bruno Mars still gets smash hits whenever he wants to put anything out.
That's a long time. There's nobody. I'm concerned. No
who's coming
pop.
up?
Yes. But it leads me to my 3 hyperfixation songs at the moment. I am so obsessed, and they just turn my day around. The first one, now this young lady, I'm fucking obsessed with her. Chella put me onto her a couple years ago, and her voice is delicious, and she's bringing it back for the neo soul ladies. It's something that I can sing, which I always love it when I can sing a thing. She's incredible. She's beautiful. She's got those, she's got tiny teeth. People who smile and they have tiny teeth, and it's very cute. You know what I mean when you see her. Olivia Dean. And she has a song out, and she's got a new album coming, The Art of Love. Do yourself a favour, Molly Meldrum, in me right now being Molly Meldrum. Go and, if you're not into Olivia Dean yet, you will be. Look up The Man I Need. This song is a fucking warm hug. Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's addictive.
That's very you.
Look at her tiny teeth. She's so cute. All right, now the next song.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're going to edit this, but it's worth it. Yeah. The next song is by the infant in leather pants. Okay?
Yeah.
His name is Somba, and it's called 12 to 12. It is, oh my God, certified banger.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
I always force my new music on you. My favourite. You all know how much I love her. Ray, back with her album with Mark Ronson. There's so much Amy Winehouse about this. But this song, Destiny's Child ran so Ray may fly. This is the fastest singing since Bills, Bills, Bills.
Where is my husband?
Where's my husband?
Oh, yeah.
They're my 3 songs. No, the Olivia Dean one's the number 1 trending song on TikTok. That's how you know you fucking made it. But there you go. So they're my 3 recommendations for hyperfixation, gorgeous, beautiful hooks. Olivia Dean, Somba, the infant in leather, and Ray. And Ray has a new album coming up, which Mark Ronson has put together with her, famously worked with Amy Winehouse. Ray's very similar to Amy in their tone. So the pop girlies, fucking killing it. I'm a bit worried about the pop boys, I have to say.
Well, I've got a good transition.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This will only keep building the pop girly dominance. Warner Brothers has officially announced that they are remaking a classic.
Oh God.
Yes. And that classic.
Wait. Okay, go. I'm getting my hand
It's a
ready.
classic that's important to us. They are remaking The Bodyguard. We should say at the moment,
Immediately no, but also interested.
Warner Brothers is absolutely on fire at the moment. They have had hit after hit after hit. They've had Weapons. They've had Superman. They've Final Destination. They've had a run of 8 smash hits all in a row. And so Pam and Mike are the 2 people that run Warner Brothers, and they have announced that The Bodyguard is coming. And what has electrified
oh my God, straight away casting.
people. Yeah, but let's freeze frame your reaction to this. That no casting has been announced, but they have announced the director. His name is Sam Wrench. And what did he direct? Brace yourself. Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour. So the question is, what is your reaction? I mean, your face it's absolute poker face. How do you feel about?
Great.
But also,
do you know what?
Well,
All things aside, if they fucking cast Kelsey, because he can act. if
Opposite
they
her.
made this Travis Taylor movie, it would be the highest grossing film until the world explodes from lack of oxygen.
The rest is
nothing else.
I want to wait. I want to get your reaction to this. The rest is showbiz. Rest is entertainment, sorry. They were talking about it and they speculated who the ultimate casting would be opposite Taylor. They did not say Travis.
Well, if people were smart.
Wait. Well, they said that they felt like the ultimate casting against Taylor to play the bodyguard, the Kevin Costner role, Michael B. Jordan. Yeah.
Now you're being interesting.
She'd watch.
I fucking love him.
I know you do. Yeah. Yeah. He just recently played twins and it wasn't enough for you. Triplets next.
Ultimate, when I want to think about nice things, I think about him and Beyonce having a hot
sexual?
affair.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I don't have that in me at the moment. But as close to sexual as I get is imagining Beyonce and Michael B. Jordan. Woo!
Well, also Sam Wrench did do Sabrina Carpenter's A Nonsense Christmas special that we tried to watch. So, she could be in the mix. What are your feelings on that? You want a singer?
I think it's such an iconic Whitney role / album.
Yeah.
I don't think they would put, and as amazing as Taylor is, and it's smart, I think Taylor's too savvy to take on a Whitney role because
I don't think
she's too smart because
Yeah.
Taylor would not sit here and say, I'm a better singer than Whitney Houston. She wouldn't. It's like comparing apples and oranges.
But also I feel like Taylor is in a mode, which I love, where
why?
Yeah, exactly. And she has a platform now to do things that have never been done that no one else could do.
Yeah.
This is something that someone else could do this.
She might be an EP on it, which I love.
Sure.
She might be
Raking that
involved
cash.
100%.
Yeah.
But I just don't see, I'm not against Taylor being cast, but I don't think Taylor would want to do that. Now let's talk about real casting right now. Let's talk about who's comparable. It's tough. Tori Kelly is somebody I would pop in the mix because she can sing the notes. She's incredible. And I would pop her. She's mixed race.
Yeah.
And her vocal range is off top. 100%.
I think they'll prioritize fame over vocals.
Really?
Because Whitney was so at the peak at the time.
Well, then Cynthia.
Yeah. But she's not a huge recording artist. She's not. She's a Broadway star but she doesn't have hit singles.
Beyonce.
I mean, amazing.
Makes so much opposite Michael B. Jordan. Okay,
Yes.
Dreamcast.
Beyonce was
And the
considered
jealous
for-
sister,
Oh,
Kelly. Solange.
Yeah.
Michelle, keep it in the family.
Yeah. Well, if it's Taylor, this again is Rest is Entertainment. They said then it would have to be Blake Lively would be the jealous sister.
I cannot get enough of that situation. When the wedding rolls around, that exclusion is going to be wild. So I'm very excited. I want Beyonce and Michael B. Jordan as my pick. That's my dream cast.
Yeah.
Insane. I would. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yes. Okay. Just sidebar. Before we get into the sealed section, where there's a couple things we're going to be watching, I've just remembered something I saw that I loved so much. The first thing is, I haven't seen this yet. Victoria Beckham has a new doco coming out.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of Posh. I haven't seen the preview yet. The guy said you have to watch it and we'll film you. The other thing is have you seen Mimi critiquing her album cover photos?
Oh no.
I'll watch it 100 times again. We'll do that in the sealed section.
Me.
So good. There's two sidebars I want to do before we
Uluru.
get to Uluru.
Yeah.
Dawson's Creek reunion occurred, the reading of the script,
With Lin-Manuel.
because James Van Der Beek is so unwell. He stepped in to play Dawson. But there was a moment where
I know what you're talking about.
I've posted it. Where right at the end, Joshua Jackson and Katie
Katie
Holmes
Holmes
are standing next to each other, aka Joey and Pacey.
Yeah.
And she leans and nuzzles into his head and they lock eyes for a moment. And I'm just, take him back. It was like a time machine. Like I was 17, 18 years old again, however old I was when it came out. Maybe I was older. The nostalgia nearly killed me.
Yeah.
And I've never shipped two people more, and they're both single at the moment.
Are they?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Imagine.
they're out and about dating and stuff.
That would be
Too much.
Like J-Lo getting back together with Ben, but on tenfold.
They're secretly having sex.
Oh.
They've been,
Well, I should hope so.
yeah, no, J-Lo and Ben are still on.
Yeah.
But not officially. but they're still hanging out with each other, hanging out of each other, if you will. So that's a beautiful bit of footage I'll have Ben put up, but it was really nice to see. It was so nice.
Really nice. It was nostalgic. When you look at it now, that was the widest show in the, honestly.
The lineup was heck yes.
It was insane.
So
but also, we can't atone for the sins of the past. We can try, but at
we
the
can
end
acknowledge
of the day,
them. We can do better.
Yeah.
And we can grow and move forward.
We can.
And we are doing that. Speaking of doing that, we were invited many moons ago, in fact, to visit Uluru.
Yes.
And it's something that we've both always wanted to do. You did go in school, but that was a long time ago. We were guests there of Explore Uluru.
Yeah.
And I was really, there's obviously been some things in the press about the people going to visit there and how it's portrayed. I'm trying to be very careful. So we agreed to go because your mum has always wanted to see Uluru.
It was uncanny. It was really, often when asked to say what's on your bucket list, number one, Uluru. She'd never seen it, never been there, always wanted to go.
And sadly, your mum lost her very best friend of 50 years.
Yeah, and they had wanted to go to Uluru together, but her friend Annie had been too sick and hadn't been able to go. And then, like magic, this opportunity came up. So,
yeah. And so we took it.
Yeah.
And in the lead up, I just want everyone to know we did extensive cultural training. We had a permit. Everything we took photographs of, everything we wrote went through a really rigorous approval process. Michael and I both take that very seriously. So any photo you saw online was approved of. And there's lots of different aspects of the rock that are really sacred to the Ananu, that's the local community, the traditional owners of the land at Uluru. And even just learning, certain sections of the rock that have, certain features are really sacred, so they don't want them online. And it's just learning all those things. I learned so much, and I thought I was fairly aware of cultural sensitivities, but we got there and we arrived, and that place is like another planet. It's truly,
it is.
Like
the air is different, the ground is different, the colours are. That's the biggest thing.
It's a Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah,
it's just red, blue, orange.
Yeah,
stunning.
There's the sky. There's nothing like that sky. I love desert as well. Well, it's not desert. We should say.
Oh, no.
It's not semi-arid, but
semi-arid means it does
there's
rain.
Something that's just so brilliant about that, like flat horizon. It always surprises me because on the face of it, if I imagine what it would be like to be in that sort of environment, I think, what would I get out of that? But then when you're there, it's just...
I find it hard to put into words. And I kept trying to explain when we stood there, and we were lucky enough to, there was this incredible drone show, and it happens right at dusk. And all of a sudden, an eerie silence kind of settles over the desert when all the birds that were out and about during the day, everything just gets really quiet and everything feels thick and ancient. And I just stood there and I got tears in my eyes, and I felt really just really honoured to be there in that moment of, God, this is Australia. This is
totally,
just like, oh my God.
You feel really connected to the country, even though, and it's so easy to just take it all for granted, especially today when we're just like fixed on these screens and everything like that. And it really pulls you back to a place of, oh my God, isn't it incredible that the sun rises and how that changes everything? Like, to plug yourself back into that is such a great thing to do.
Standing in front of a 500 million year old landmark really reminds you of your place in the universe and what's important. Yeah. I can tell you, if you're looking for some touch grass moments, go and stand in front of Uluru.
Yeah.
But also for me, it was layered with, God, this is my country and this is incredible and what an honour. And then it's also layered with the history of that place.
Yeah, yeah.
And on top of that for me was despite everything, the Ananu welcome us back and allow us to be there and take part in learning about their culture. And I got to do a guided tour with Sammy Uluru, and he took us around the base and told, talked about what had happened for his community and talked about the paintings inside the caves that, 50, 60, 70,000 years old. But even then, somebody referred to it as an artwork, and he said it's not artwork, it's language. It's our language. Don't call it art. It wasn't me. I didn't say it. But another guide said, oh, Sammy, are you showing them the art? And he's like, it's not art. It's our language. These are your words. These are our words. And it was, I don't know, I feel it was just, I just wasn't expecting the effect that it had on me Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you've been there before, but was it different?
Yeah.
It's hard for you. I mean, you were 16 when you were there last. So
Yeah, but also as they talked about, the whole way it was managed or mismanaged back in the day has been completely transformed now. Like, and it's actually a really, optimistic and constructive example of
collaboration with local people.
Yeah, with First Nations traditional owners and community and culture, but still welcoming, tourism essentially, and proving that you can do it in a sustainable way, sustainable in every sense.
And that's the sense we really got, is they are working in conjunction with the local Ananu, who are the traditional custodians of the land, and they are. But it was wild to find out. It only kind of started in the late 2010s, where even just asking them about which areas to burn to prevent terrible bushfires from happening.
Yeah.
They only started consulting with the people who've been doing it for thousands of years.
Yeah.
After there was a terrible bushfire.
And that's the biggest thing. When I look at my pictures of 30 years ago, it was so arid, and now there's so much vegetation comparatively around. So the landscape really is transformed in that period of time.
Yeah. So it was huge. There was we did a tour, and Elio, the guy at the front, the guy leading the tour, Luke, was just like so knowledgeable, and he was incredible. And I shuffled Elio very close to the front to walk beside him, and Elio never stops asking questions, and this guy was so happy to answer them.
Yeah.
And he was so amazing, and he was getting things like, were there dinosaurs on Ayers Rock? Like, Elio just was going in.
Yeah.
And Luke was amazing and answered every question. I mean, that was a moment I was like, I'm so glad he's here to experience this.
Yeah.
But it's a thing. It's not let's just trot off to Uluru this weekend. It's something you would plan. And I think take your parents.
Oh, and also can I say, do plan, because
everything's booked out.
Yeah. I learned the hard way.
Yes, you did. You did. But seeing you and your mum there, the multi-generational trip was very nice.
Oh, it was great. She loved it.
Yeah.
She loved it. And it came at the perfect time. And also it was, one thing we can say, perfect time of the year to go, September.
Absolutely. Between now and like mid-October, get in, because after that
Gets
still go,
hot.
but it's hot. It's just hot, obviously.
You'll be dealing with the heat. And they do close some of the tracks when it gets to like over 36.
But all in all, I highly recommend it. And it's 3 hours from most of the city centres.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes
incredible.
it so achievable.
Yeah. So we want to thank Explore Uluru for having us. We weren't paid to go. They did cover our expenses and accommodation. And obviously talking about it was up to us. They're not paying us to do it. And they said, we just want you to come and experience it. And if you moved, can you talk about it? And we were moved. Let me tell you.
Totally, yeah. It is truly like you're in a completely different, it's like you've gone to another planet, weirdly enough. And it was only a 2.5 hour flight.
Yeah, it was just stunning.
From Melbourne.
Stunning. Okay, we're moving into Sealed section now, where we will be discussing Posh Spice's new upcoming documentary. We'll also be watching Mimi critique her visual album covers.
Okay.
Oh my God, so funny. And we'll be talking about Michael's new TV show.
Oh.
Woo! Got announced.
Woo-hoo.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye. If you're not a subscriber to Emsolation Extra, here's what you're missing. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sealed section, where we put all the good stuff. That's right. And this is no exception. Victoria Beckham. Oh, I think she's my favourite Spice girl.
Big call.
Who's your favourite? Baby. Jerry, for the campness.
Yeah, I do
Jerry.
love Jerry. I
love them all. But
yeah, it's the mix of all of them.
I used to get called Posh a lot when I was younger. We
Really?
both had
Not
short
sporty?
brown hair. No. Everyone said I looked like Victoria Beckham when I was younger. So I kind of was drawn
It's
to her.
interesting because you wouldn't say she's a singer.
Well, that's harsh. I mean, from the lips of Michael Lucas, not one M. Rossiano.
No.
There's another doco coming. She gives good telly. She is somebody you just want to follow around with a camera. She's hilarious.
That's
her and
right.
David, you can tell they're a couple that went to the wall, didn't split up, and now they're stronger than ever.
And they can say anything they want and make any joke they want.
Truly.
I also love
Because
how...
remember all the Rebecca.
Oh,
Remember all that shit?
Lose.
Lose.
Yeah, of
I was
course.
trying to.
Yeah.
I knew it was a lose, but I
Yeah.
couldn't hold it in my mouth.
Do I ever?
But no, I'm ready. So, okay, I haven't seen this. This is the Victoria Beckham official trailer for Netflix. Here we go.
If you want to hear, or even better, watch what happened next, give yourself the gift of Emsolation Extra. Right now, on our Extra tier, you can watch the video episode of that ep you just heard and the Sealed section back-to-back every week on the Supercast website for just $2.50 a week on our yearly plan. Join Extra or Extra Extra, and you get 2 bonus episodes every week, plus close friends access on Instagram, pre-sales ticket priority, and merch discounts. Find out more at emsolation.supercast.com now. Emsolation with Em Rossiano is recorded at Down the Hill Studios, hosted by Em Rossiano with Michael Lucas. Executive produced by Benjamin Wasley, produced by Em Rossiano. Edited by Ezekiel Fenn with videos by James Henderson. Socials by Benjamin Wasley, Em Rossiano and Marcella Rossiano Barrow, with assistance from Jem Evans and Isabella Hines. You'll find links to get more Emsolation on Instagram at Emsolation Podcast. Thanks for listening, and we can't wait to chat with you again soon.